Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Ask Jeff. I believe this is episode 8. We have a 4-part question here from Alex Rothman. The first one is, in what ways has discrimination affected you? How do you approach it? On to you, Jeff.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Lynn, for wording that question. All I can think about, there's so many things that we are discriminated against. I don't like that word because reality is I have CP. Reality is every time I walk out the door, I'm likely to stumble or likely to fall. So it's hard for me to say the word discrimination when I'm the one who has CP. If I really dug into it, every time I woke up out of bed, it's discrimination. But that's not me. But some of the big barriers in the disability community is kind of discrimination. What comes up to me is employment. I'm going to talk about my past right now. I got a background of 20 years as a retail manager in the grocery business. I relocated 5 years ago with a really good looking resume. I've got several interviews. I've yet to make over $25,000 in a year. And there was a day when I made a lot more than that in another state. My point of saying that, what matters? What you look at or what's on the resume? When you know your body doesn't match up with your resume and you know you're fighting an uphill battle, that to me is discrimination. But what do I do about it? I'm not one to go to the Capitol, hold up a sign and say, listen to me. What I do about it is kind of what we're doing right now. I bring it out. I answer questions. I answer the tough questions. The ones that we don't ask every day. Those are the ones I ask. I had an interview 3 weeks ago. One of the lower points of my life, and Lynn can attest to that. I didn't get a minimum wage job at a large retail store in Colorado with an impeccable resume that shouts out retail management. I didn't get a minimum wage job. Why is that? So that's a problem. But my deal with the word discrimination, if I'm working on it, which I'm doing through my trainings and through my public speaking, I can talk about it. But if I'm not doing anything, if I'm not getting out of bed, putting on a suit and going out looking for a job, and I'm assuming that they won't hire me, I got no business saying discrimination. But I have lived it, and I'm here to talk about it. What's the next question, hon?
Okay, so next question is, what is the scariest part of having CP?
This comes down to a video we did a few days ago. I'm scared that I'll never be financially able to take care of my family. That's a fear of mine. And it says a result of having trouble finding gainful employment. I can say it's not fair all I want. It's not going to change things. What I'm doing now is changing the world, and I believe that. Kind of how I would suggest adapting to that is to prepare for it. I'll give you an example, and I'm not picking on my gorgeous fiance, but when we talked about moving here, her response was, the economy is booming. And my response is, that's not going to help me. Because I knew it. She did not know that. She doesn't have CP. I live it. So I had to sit down with her and have a chat. And I don't think it sunk in until we got here. And I woke up at 6 in the morning and started busting it out, pumping out resumes. And I went on several interviews and didn't get a job. Then it sunk in. What was really going on? It's scary out there. But level of success, I need to work on that one. I need to redefine that. Because the bottom line is I want to be happy. And if I set the bar too high, I'll never be happy. And I want to be happy.
Okay, so third question. Is there anybody with CP that inspired or influenced you in your life?
You know, it goes back to seeking. There's so many people with CP, with disabilities, out there doing good work. I want to see them more. I want to see more of us on social media. I want to look up to people with CP. There's a guy in Georgia who does. He's in a wheelchair, and he does emergency response trainings for businesses. And there's a lot of people doing that out there that I wish was more visible. I wish more businesses knew about them. But it's our job to get out there. There's always Josh Blue. Everybody knows about Josh Blue. He's actually lives in Colorado, I think, near here. I haven't met him yet, but someday I will. He inspires me because anybody funnier than me, I mean, they inspire me because I'm a pretty funny guy. But on the flip side, there's a lot of people out there with disability doing a lot of work that we need to tip our hats off, because we are the ones that are really making strides moving forward. There's a lot of organizations out there doing a lot of good work for people with disability. But when you ask me, society needs to hear from us. What's the next one?
Okay. How are you doing today?
Man, Lynn and I have had a great 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, where we made a major purchase in our life. We really proud of that. This morning I did some business. I'm in the middle of talking about contracts with several employers out there to launch the whole inclusion initiative. And I'm proud of the work I do. You know, I can't leave you without mentioning that Saints won last night, so it was funny. And then experienced the first Monday night Saints game, and the biggest fear was that the Saints would lose. I said, why are you scared of that, Lynn? She said, because I don't want to have a bad day tomorrow. I thought that was funny. Jeff is doing really good. I'm happier than I've ever been in my life. And just because I say that doesn't mean I got $1 million in the bank. I don't have a boat in the garage. But I got me. I got me today, and me and Lynn have each other, and we're really enjoying life. Thank you for reaching out to me.